Hello, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for coming back, and as always a huge thank you for the support and the new subscribers as well. So I'm coming back with this Festive Splendour, the members free gift from Hunkydory, and today I'm going to have a play with Festive Kisses. I don't know if I'm going to get time because it's sort of now getting a bit late. It's taken me ages to work out the measurements on this card that I'm going to do, so apologies. I might just only get time to do just the one card today, but believe me, if it turns out the way I think it is, it's probably be worth it. Okay, so just pop those to the side for a second. So I have prepared the stepper part of my card beforehand. So this is 14 inches long, and I've scored at 3.5, 7, 9.5, 12 and 13, and then obviously done the mountain valley. Put it that way so you can see, and that's the card base. Now what I will say is you will need to give these a really good burnish down, especially on the inside, just to make sure when we go ahead and start to assemble that it stays up as we want it to. Okay, so I'm going to start by bringing in my trimmer, and hopefully this card should fit into a 7x7 envelope. Okay, so if I just put that arm across, and I'm going to start just by trimming this piece of gold mirror to 2 notches under the 7, and I'm going to start by doing these matting and layering for the base of the card first of all. Okay, so this first one is 3.5. So we're going to do our layer at just 2 notches below that, and hopefully that should fit on there quite nicely, and it does. And then this second one I believe was 2.5. Yep. So again we're going to go 2 notches under the 2.5, and that should fit quite nicely onto there. And it does. And then this last one is just 1 inch, so I'm going to use the measurement on this side of my trimmer and go 2 notches under the one on there, and that should fit quite nicely onto there, and it looks like it does. So we'll pop those to the side, and I'm going to bring in, I think, let's have a look, which one do I want to do on my pieces, which one do I want to do on here. I think I might come in with the papers on my so I kind of thought that these figures, colour did match in really well, so I think I'm going to go ahead and use this on all of these bases here. So if I go ahead, actually I won't trim it yet. So we had 3.5 minus 2 notches, so I'm just going to take another 2 notches off, so we've got 3.25, and then that needs to be 6.75 because we're taking 4 notches off, and hopefully that should fit quite nicely onto that big piece there, and it does. And then again with this one, so it was 2.5, so we're going to go to 2.25, and then 6.75. That should fit on there quite nicely. And then we need 4 notches under the 1. So we're going to go to 3/4 inch, and my trimmer doesn't seem to have any problems cutting this paper. It's only the insert paper my trimmer struggles with. So again that's 6.75, and hopefully that should fit quite nicely on there. And what I might do is flip one of these over in the middle. I think the pattern will be going the wrong way, so probably end up with it being all the same, so that's fine. Okay, So next I'm going to take a piece of 300 GSM card, so the same card as the one I made the base from, and I need to cut 3 panels. So they all need to be squares, so I'm going to do 1 notch under the 5-inch. And I'm just going to put this, where should I put that? I'll put that there so I keep those separate. And then I want 4 and 2 notches. And then hopefully out of this other piece I should get 3 and 5 8, so 2 4 6 1 2 3 4 5, so it's 2 notches over the 3.5. Okay, so we'll pop that out of the way, and then I just need to bring another piece of gold in just to do the layers on that. So we were 5 minus 1 notch, so we're going to do 5 minus 3 notches, so just over 4 3/4, and that should fit nicely. Oops. Onto there. Yep. And then we need, so we had 4, so it would be 4 by 4. That one should fit onto that middle one. It does. And then this last one should be 3.5. Nice and easy. I'm hoping this is going to be the right size for our topper to go on. So let me just bring in this middle piece. So it may be a case that this middle piece just goes on there, and we'll back it on a bit of card to make it sturdier. I think when I measured it, it was slightly, yeah, so I need to do the layers for that. That's fine. Okay. So, what have we got there? Yeah, there's my gold. Okay, confused myself for a second then. Okay, so next I'm going to bring in the coordinating cardstock. Okay, so we're going to work our way down those layers. So I'm going to go 5 notches under the 5. I want to keep that in there as a decoration on my last piece, although the frame may still hopefully fit on there, so that fits on there quite nicely. And then the next piece we want, so needs to be 2 notches under the 4. And that should fit onto that one nicely. Oops, if I move it in nice. Yep. And then this last one should be, so 2 notches under 3.5. And we'll pop that on there. And just bring that little topper in. Yes, perfect, perfect. Even better than I thought it would be. Okay, so let's get assembling. So I'm going to start with the base first of all. So I've got a new bottle of all-purpose glue. So this is a 250 milliliter one, so super chunky. But before I stick that on there, I'm going to bring in this dotty pen, because that worked quite well yesterday with these papers. This is the Crafter's Companion one. And I'm hoping it doesn't run out, because the other ones are all on the other side of the room. So the only thing I don't like about using tape and tape pens is pretty much usually just get one shot at it. So yeah, I'm going to have to stay with that. It is slightly off at the bottom, but it's going to be covered up with other things, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. I just have to make sure it goes in the bottom down there. And then again with this one, just be, oh, come on. Oh, it makes me nervous when the first one goes wrong. It makes me really nervous. Okay, I'll live with that. And then this one, not going to worry too much about this one, but because we have got the border to put on as well with this one. It may even cover most of it up, but okay, there's that. So let me grab the border out of here while we are talking about it, and I'm going to quickly just cut that out with my knife. I think it will show the paper behind, so that's perfect. Okay. And then what I want to do is pop this on flat. Let me just quickly just take this end off so that end is flat, or straight at least. And I am going to go edge to edge with it because it's just going to make it easier to be cut off at the end. So I'll go ahead with my dots again as soon as they're there. I'm just popping that straight into the middle and across, just because we've got that knife there. We'll trim that off. Okay, so now we can go ahead and pop these on. So I'm going to straighten my card out. Okay, I've got my Clout all-purpose glue. Just like I always say, just be super careful with this on mirror card, because it can take the shine off with it being solvent based. And just because I went a little close down there, all my other borders look okay, so I'm just going to put that at the bottom because I know that's going to be pretty much hidden. So let's give that a good press down. And then again with this one, pick your best sides to go at the top. So this one is not too bad at all. Again, just to make sure that's nice and straight. And then this one onto that front. Press that down. It's always worth just giving it a really good press down, because this glue does do better when it's, you know, it's got something to adhere to. I can see that glue's come out a little bit there, so I'm hoping that's not messed up my foil, but we'll use the sentiment to hide it if it happens. So you can see that's looking alright as it is. So we'll pop that to the side because we want that to dry before we do the next part. So let's move ahead with these. So again, I'm going to come in with my all-purpose glue. Not sure about that wider nozzle on it, but I'm sure I'll get used to it. Just give that a really good press down. And then we have to decide which way. I sort of think it's probably going to be that way on my design, but like I say, I've still got to get these frames out yet, so this is just the background decoration. So before we move on to our beautiful toppers, and I still am like totally in love with this kit. I still think this is the best thing they have ever done. I know a couple of you guys have said you think the same as well. That you love the kit as well. And I don't think I said on my last video, but just a reminder, the the Hunkydory kit is club is free to join. You know, you don't have to pay anything. And then if you want this kit as a member, you just pay the postage. They do two bundles. They do the sort of totally free bundle where you pay for the postage, just the postage to get it, or they do a sort of deluxe bundle where you've got some extras, some adorable scoreable inserts. Are honestly, they are the best thing, because the inserts have got papers on as well, which you saw me use on here. They're very useful. There's some adorable scoreable, I can't remember what else was in there, but lots of things. This time, I usually do get that one. This time I just went for the actual kit and the inserts. Mainly because I've got so much adorable scoreable. I mean, if you've watched my videos for a while, you'll see I've probably used it once on a video, and that's pretty much what I do with it. I don't very often use it, and I know I should use it more because it's nice, but it's just it's not the way I got used to crafting, I think, and I sort of put it away when I get it, because I know it's not my go-to when I'm card making, especially with a kit, and then I pretty much forget that it's there, to be honest. I've got like A4 boxes full of it for weeks ago. Okay, so I'm just bringing out these frames because I still want to use them on this card, just to add a bit of detail. Let's have a look and see how we want to do this. So even though we're not framing anything on this one, I'm still going to put it on. And same with this one. And then this one I will use some foam pads on. So I'm going to use my tacky glue for these, because I want them to go to sit down and be secure quite quickly. Okay. So I'm just putting that on quite nice and evenly. And I may even come back and put a sentiment in the middle of here, as well as the one on the front. Oh, maybe we could put, I just had an idea, bear with me 2 seconds. So we've got the from our home to yours. So let me just pop that out, and we'll pop that in there. And we will put that on a very slim foam pad. If I've hidden them all away. Okay, so we've got, yeah, let me just go with these ones. So this is probably about 1mm, I believe. So I'm just going to pop one straight in the middle. I better put some tacky glue on just for a bit of security. It's not going to be instantly visible, so it'll be a surprise if somebody goes up to the card. Oh, that was got that in there, you know. Whoops, just threw that on the floor. Apologies if you heard that crash. And then this one, we are raising this up as well, same amount. Don't want this too high. That probably would end up going in a sort of envelope box, sort of type envelope anyway. There we go, bit of glue. And then just remembering, oh, I know what I've forgotten about that. I need to amend that. I've just forgotten. Okay, so when this is on the card, it's going to go this way. So I need to make sure that that is the right way. Now let's see if we've got that tacky glue on there. So it should hopefully, let me take it up. Come on, be kind. There we go. Right, more tacky glue. Oh, thank goodness I remembered before. Okay, so maybe we should put that way around. There we go. Because obviously when these are on the card, they go this way. Like so. Okay. Right, so let's come in and sort this out. So for this one, what I want it to do is to sit right on this edge here. So I've just got this tiny tip that comes across the bottom. So we did say we were going to go, yeah, I'm going to definitely go that way. So I'm just going to take the tiniest piece off the bottom. Nobody's going to see it. Just making sure that's there. And it's just so that it comes above that crease. Okay. So then what I can do, because I know we're going from corner to corner, on this one it's quite nice and easy. I can just pop a little bit of red liner tape across. And I'll pop another bit there. I will put a bit of PVA glue on as well. Give that a good burnish down. PVA glue. Okay, so I'm just going to bring this in so you'll sort of know where the middle is by these bits on the side. So if I put my points to my points, it should find its way into that centre. That's fine. Okay, and then this one is going to come to around about there, so we need to just pop this, just pop a little bit there. I'm just going to do tacky glue on the rest. Just a little end there. Okay, so if we pop this down, and then what I'm going to do is just line that up. Don't stick. There we go. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. Just sort of lining that up so that it's central. Happy with that one. And then this last one, we've just got that tiny bit of space on the bottom, so we will use some red liner tape across there. We're going to pray it holds together, otherwise we might have to put a little support in there. Pretty sure we should be okay. Oops, get out of the way. Right, so I'm just lining my points up with the layer above. Okay, so hopefully, yeah, they do kind of stand up. This one does lean back a little bit. It's better when it's all together. I am quite happy with that, all told. Right, so let's have a little look at the sentiments that we've got left. I'm not sure if I've got any left on that one from yesterday, but we'll have a look. So we've got Festive Kisses, but because we did the From Our Home to Yours, I think we should probably go with something a bit, maybe 'Tis the Season. Okay. I'm going to go on that side. Let's just cut this pad up a little bit. A little bit of tacky glue. It's going to go onto there. And then we need some gems. I sort of think maybe I might put some sparkle on there as well, just to really jazz that up. I'm going to bring in gold pearls, I think, because we've already got those gold colours on there. So let's have a little look. So I'm going to put 3 on here. Oops. I know how they like to escape. Let's go big, medium, too small. There they are. That's on there. And then, do we need anywhere else? No, I think that's it for gems. But like I say, I am going to come in with my quickie glue pen. Put that like that. Just on this middle one, just to differentiate it a little bit. I'm just going to add some circles of glue into these sort of snowflakes. And you can do as much or as little as you please. And then we can add a little bit of iridescent glitter. If you've got any gold paint, that would look nice spattered on it. But obviously you would have to do it before. Okay, so let's just give that a second to dry. Okay, so I've finished glittering all of that up. So that is the finished card. So I think that just needs to glue set a little bit so it will set nice and hard, so that will stand up nicely. By the time I take the photos, I think that will be sorted. It will fit into a 7x7 envelope, so it's exactly 7 across on this side and just under at the top. But that is it for today. Those gems sort of just slightly moved over. Let me just move that back. Oh, these gems will be the death of me. There we go. Yeah, so just one card today, just purely because of the time I spent working out the sizes on this one, I'm afraid. So apologies about that. I'm definitely going to come back with this kit again, though. That's the good news. I'll finish off the mistletoe one next time, and then start on one of the other sheets, and we'll see how far we get. I do put pictures of my cards up on Pinterest, Facebook. I do put them in the Hunkydory group. So if you do want a closer look at the cards that I make, then just have a little peep in there, and you'll see them there. Okay, but that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.